So Tuesday was the day it popped. I went to the pool, I did a bunch of kicking. I tried to do the other disciplines. I was like, this is not good.
Last Tuesday was the last day of training?
Yeah,
so
well...
we've gone a week now, not training.
Well, Wednesday, then I pushed it a little more. I was like, let me try, and it re-aggravated it. Then Thursday, all I did was bike at noon. So then that was the final session. And I took 3 days off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Yesterday I did all 3, trying to get back into it. I would say this morning, it maybe didn't, it's not better and not worse this morning from yesterday morning. But it's not good either. Okay. Yeah, so we're worried that it's, like the physio is a little worried that it's a stress fracture in my rib. So, like, you know, if I swim flat with a snorkel on and stuff, it's not too bad if I don't put too much power in. But then, yeah, like a twist out on the side and a twist
and
to it.
Bringing it across.
Yeah.
Okay, let's actually.
Where are we at right now?
We're unfortunately back at the office where I came to get my stress fracture diagnosed in 2019. So let's hope we're not restarting the rehabilitation series.
Are you, I guess no St. George now?
Out of St. George, unfortunately. Now, even with hindsight, the St. George thing, if what you really are after is like high performance, then, you know, I had a good performance in Oceanside, and so, you know, turning around on 2 more weeks training and doing another race, don't get me wrong, I wish I was doing it, but yeah, we're out of that one. Would it have been a higher performance than Oceanside? No, because the reality is, what kind of work are you going to do in 2 weeks times training? So what I did is aggravated my intercostal muscle, and so we're here to just get a firm diagnosis. Is it the intercostal muscle? There's a whole bunch of things going on there, a whole bunch of muscles in there, and then of course there's also your ribs, and so that's the major one we're trying to rule out is if I stress fractured one of my ribs. So that's kind of what we're here to do, and to get a clear diagnosis so that we can have a clear recovery protocol.
Okay. Yeah, I feel it. This guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Look it on the screen. Look. Oh, sorry, Bert.
You're good.
It's gonna kind of scan through, but nothing complete. You get pain out here? Or is it?
I'm leaving. I think it's good news. The doctor's very confident that it is a lat strain, and that would make sense to me. You know, we strained it a lot, and then I probably pushed it too far because I was motivated and didn't let it recover after a lifetime best swim. You get yourself in these situations, and didn't listen to the body, kept pushing through even though it was sending me signals to rest it. And then I just probably pushed it overboard when I was icing it, and then I twisted funny and probably did some damage. Okay, good. But we're still going to get an MRI on it just in case it is a rib problem, stress fracture. But very confident that it is not, because it moves all around, which makes perfect sense because the muscle moves all around, whereas if it was a stress fracture, it probably wouldn't really move around. The point, the trigger point, would be pretty fixed where the fracture is.
Do you not think that you could race St. George? You didn't miss too much training.
I could race St. George, for sure I could. Why would I be racing St. George? It was a subpar difference, whatever the right word is, not difference, but preparation between Oceanside and St. George, very subpar. So, what, I can expect to do a similar Oceanside performance? Like, no, man, progression. This season, each race is gonna get better. So if you're not prepared to do that, then we don't race. I'm good. I worked a decade to get to this point, to sponsor myself. I don't need to race. I'm okay. You know what I mean? I don't have to chase races now.
To collect paychecks?
I don't need to collect a paycheck. Of course I need to collect a paycheck, but I've worked hard to get to a point where I've got great sponsors who believe in me and believe that I can be the best in the world, and believe that I should do what I need to do to have a top performance, and that's all anyone cares about. And so, you know, there's always going to be little hiccups along the way. I would say this is a little hiccup, you know.
So you're not racing St. George. What
Hurt
will
my
be
lat.
next?
It's a little hiccup. Had some subpar preparations. It's a little hiccup. No problem. You know what? Learn the lessons that need to be learned. I was flying high after Oceanside. Got back into it a bit too quick. Worked a bit. Didn't give the body adequate recovery. No problem. No problem. Like, I am getting more and more confident with only racing for peak performance. I'm forgetting the old urges, which are to race a lot and it be mediocre. You know, it's always kind of middling because you do it a lot, so you don't train very much. Therefore, and you're also like not like super recuperated either from the racing because you're doing it so frequently. And so the performances are all just, they're okay. I'm good on that. I don't need that anymore. I don't want that anymore. I want just a couple of really good ones that are like, damn, that was really good, man. Really good. I don't think you could have done any better. With everything you did it really good.
You could try and order the one she had, Bo.
Yeah, hers is more like a stick. It didn't have any bends on it.
Yeah.
So, this is your life now? I thought it was coming to record some training content.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to full tilt training as fast as possible. And we had a physical therapist over the last 5 days. And she's been teaching Aaron how to also do scraping. So now Aaron is scraping me. Trying to get all those muscles in that area.
Where's the injury at? Point to it, Aaron. That hurts.
My lat.
Do you even lift?
I used to. Can't lift anything anymore.
You do muscle scraping, you don't lift.
Not bad.
RPM.
Alright. So Lionel and I are discussing. I'm trying to go on a bike ride. And I wanted him to ride with me, which my FTP is 190. 183 to be exact.
Any number someone gives you, their FTP is always lower than that.
Alright, well I'll say my FTP is 170.
All right.
How hard is it for you to ride under 200 watts?
If a wattage is easy, then you know how you can make it harder by increasing the cadence. So I'll do 200 watts and 100 RPMs, and then that'll be a good challenging ride for me.
I would literally, that would be my FTP. I had to ride it.
You're gonna be in the drop though, pal. You're not taking pulls on this one.
I'd say I'm dropped within the first 5 minutes.
No.
A few moments later.
Go on without me! Well, about a mile into the ride, the batteries are dead. I think Lionel set me up. I'm pushing, he's up there, pushing 90 RPM, and I'm just grinding away. This is a scam. It was set up.
What are the roses for?
Erin went on a vacation for a few days, and I was missing her. So I picked her up and got her some flowers. No, I was not in trouble.
You ever, have you ever been to one of those water aerobic classes with all the old ladies?
Have I?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to swim at places where, like, you were fighting for space.
at the water aerobics class. So yeah, plenty in the 90-degree pool, probably about the same temp as this hot tub. I've logged many hours fighting for lane space at water aerobics.
Is that why you wear your hat like this?
Why do I wear my hat like this?
Yeah, what's up with the swim cap?
Because Aaron I get in trouble from Aaron if I don't have, if I'm not on brand, predominantly. So I'm not going to make that mistake again, just like I'm not going to, hop back in and start ripping intensity the day after a lifetime best swim in the water and, can barely walk. My legs are so sore. I'm probably wait maybe a couple days.
So, you think people enjoyed this video?
No. I mean, these videos are boring. But, this is part of the game, unfortunately. Of course, you are always trying to mitigate the risk of injury, but how was I to know that I was pushing it too far without every now and then stepping over the line? So everything was going great. Like I said, I was averaging 32K a week in the pool. Where did I cross the line? I really feel I crossed the line the day after the race, going to the pool, doing intensity because I'm motivated, and then driving home the next day, 7.5 hours, you're in horrible posture while you're driving, doing another day of intensity, then Tuesday a little bit of intensity, then Wednesday intensity and becoming symptomatic but not listening to my body. Thursday, a lot of intensity. Now it really hurts not listening to the body. Friday, one of my biggest sets in the last 2 months, not listening to the body. I mean, the body tells you everything you need to know. You don't need any of these gadgets. Like, they're helpful, but the body tells you everything you need to know. And if you are blinded by, for instance, in my case, I was blinded by motivation and success. I was like, oh, damn, I'm just getting warmed up here. And, I was blinded by that. And I'm like, who cares about the body, basically, you will obey me. Well, look what happens. So, it's not the end of the world, no problem. I'm going to spend a lot of time here in the hot tub. The pool is still moderately cold, so I can do kind of hot-cold therapy. And, I already logged 45 minutes of rehabilitation exercises. I didn't want to have to take any time off, but I'm going to have to take a couple days off for sure. Not the end of the world. Season is young. Will just allow me to have an even better peak later in the season when it counts, which is at the end of October.
See you soon.
I will see you guys soon. Next video will be a training video. Well, guys, unfortunately, I'm doing an addendum to this video. We shot this about 2 days ago now, and it's Friday today, and the MRI results have come back. And unfortunately, it looks like I have either a stress fracture or a stress reaction in for sure one of my ribs, maybe even two of my ribs. It's a real bummer. I mean, it does make sense because I've really rested this thing for the last 10 days and it hasn't really gotten too much better. And so if it was muscular, I've had lots of muscular type things over the years and those typically get better pretty quickly. And this one's not getting better nearly as quickly as those. So that makes perfect sense. I'm fortunate that I was able to get the imaging done and I had a good doctor who was able to view the image and tell me, what's going on. So looks like we're probably 4 to 6 weeks recovery on that. I think, fairly quickly I'm going to be able to get back to riding the bike and then not too long after that running. Swimming will be the one with the most opportunity to aggravate it and impair my healing. So we'll have to definitely be light on that for a bit. Doctor doesn't want me to do too much other than super light activity for 2 weeks. So, that's sucks when you're super motivated and we're flying high, pushed a little too far and here's my punishment. So lesson learned on that. We're going to try to continue to make content. It'll be a challenge, of course, but it'll also be a fun opportunity to try and be creative in a different way because I won't be able to do necessarily training videos for a couple videos. So that'll be kind of a fun challenge, but I'm not upset, other than, that I wish I would have listened to my body's signals a bit better, because it certainly was telling me it's too much and I didn't listen. So if there's a lesson that I can convey to anyone, it is like, you've got to really be able to listen and not be afraid to, if your body's sending signals of bad pain, you have to obey and back off, because otherwise you're going to be forced to take some rest. So that's where I'm at now. The season is young. Goals are all the same. I don't think, if anything, I think this is going to allow me to heal up fully, get in another good base period, come out in the middle of the summer and get some more good racing in. And then the goal is still the same, peaking at the end of October, and I'm confident I can still do that. So more videos to come. I appreciate everyone's support, and I will talk to you guys all soon.